Hello everyone and welcome back to Arctic Retro, and in today's video I have something to show you with the Commodore 64. I'm gonna demonstrate and use the Koala Painter program from back in the day. So what I got here is the Vice emulator, and I already downloaded the Koala Painter D64 image, and I just hit auto start and it should run. Yeah, and we can even hear simulated floppy disk sound. And this is a cracked version of Koala Painter. It makes it possible to use a joystick. The original Koala Painter was made for using with the Koala pad hardware. So we can go into full screen. While this is loading, I'm just going to tell you about the reason why I want to show you this program, and the reason is that I used it a lot myself when I had a Commodore 64 in the 80s, yeah, it was pretty easy to use, and I made it to make some graphics for yeah, some of the programs I made and some demos I made, so this was the one I used. I don't think I used any other painter or graphics software back then because there weren't much of it, so yeah, later I think there came other painter programs. And if my voice seems a bit strange, it's because I ran into a cold recently. Alright, so here's the main menu of the program, and I have connected an Xbox controller so that I can use as a joystick, or yeah, it's more like a mouse now. And it's a bit strange user interface because in order to switch from the menu, as you see now, over to the drawing board, you have to place the pointer outside the screen, and then you hear a sound. And then you can click the joystick button to switch. So now we're in the drawing area, and it's now in draw mode, so yeah, we can draw something. I'm not a graphics artist, so I'm not gonna brag about that. I'm good at stealing graphics from others, perhaps. And to return to the menu, you move the pointer outside the screen and press the button. So I'm quickly gonna go through the different functions here, and the next one is this. It's kind of obvious. You can draw a frame, and you can change between the 16 colors of the Commodore 64, or you have these gradients where you can change over to a gradient color. Alright, so now we have purple, or is it pink? So let's draw a frame. So there you go, a nice frame. And there's actually a undo function. This oops. If I press this now, then the last thing I did will be gone. If we now go back to the drawing, you can see that the frame is gone. And we have a set of brushes. We can have a thicker brush, or you can have this kind of a line brush like this. Yeah, you get the point. So using a joystick isn't that difficult, actually, at least when I have an Xbox controller. Next function is the circle, and yeah, let's change to blue. And as you can see, the border changed color to the one you have active. Let's make a circle with this brush. After you have confirmed the circle, you can move it around. So it's pretty quick, as you can see. One nice little circle. And you have all the different other types of usual drawing types, like a line, And you have lines which makes it possible to draw consecutive lines, like if you start with one line and continue with another. Box, that's just a filled frame. Yeah. So yeah, you get the point. Nice brown box. Here's a function called xcolor, which makes it possible to change the color you have used to another color. It's not like a fill function, it's more like you replace all the pixels in one color with another color. Yeah, something like that. And if you want to clear out the whole drawing, you press this erase twice, and there you go, everything is cleared out. And we can draw some rays with this two-dotted brush. Rays are like this, it's centered around one point, and you draw it out, so it's easy to make like a sun rays, for example. Let's make a sun. Let's draw a disk, which of course is a filled circle. So this will be the sun. However, I wanted to use a little different color. I want to use a gradient color, and I then can use the fill function just to fill that sun that I already made with the new color. Nice. So if you want to zoom in to get the details and make something pixel perfect, you can select the one pixel brush, and then you can use the zoom. So let's say I want to extend this ray here, then I can just zoom in, and yeah, now I have then just move out of the area, and you're back. Then there's some nifty functions like the copy. Let's say I want to copy this sun or an area that I have drawn. I select that area, and then I can put another sun down here. Isn't that nice? And you also have a mirror function, which you use together with the other drawing functions. If you turn that on, and then let's say I want to make a little a red circle, then it will be mirrored. Yeah, like that. It makes 4 circles instead of 1. Yeah, and the swap is that you can actually draw on 2 different drawings at the same time. So now I have drawn on the same drawing, and I can swap to a blank canvas, and I can draw something else. Yeah, I have the mirror function still activated, so this makes yeah, pretty good effect. And then I can swap back to the other drawing. Alright, so I think that was actually all the features of this program. One thing I'm actually missing is text. If you want to draw text, you must do it by pixels. So if there are some programmers that want to extend this drawing program, then you should add the text. And after you're finished with the drawing, you can save it to the disk. So I just click save, and then pick an empty slot. And now it saves it. And you can hear the floppy drive is spinning happily. This actually takes a while because it's actually I think it's like a 10K file, like 40 blocks, so what is it on a disk? So And actually, if one picture, if you use 1 byte for every pixel of the whole drawing, then it would take up 64K or around 64K of memory to store. However, the Commodore uses some techniques to just use, I think it's just two bits per pixel or something, depending on the mode and the colors. Yeah. And actually now I'm gonna load some already made drawings, and then I'm gonna attach another disk image. I have this Koala Painter 2, and this one has some drawings on it already. So now I have swapped out the floppy disk with another one, and it should list those drawings. Yeah, so we can get one, like this farm. It's loaded. Alright, so that's a nice farm. I don't know where these drawings came from. I just found a disk image. And I have another disk here, and for those of you that are already following this video, this is a bonus. If you have watched this far, then I want to show you Susie. Are you ready for Susie? So I think this is from a strip poker game, so I think we should perhaps quickly do something like this to make sure that YouTube doesn't block this video. Alright, so now censorship kicked in. One final picture. I think some of these are loading screens from different games, so let's see this one, Elite. There you go, there's Elite logo or loading screen, not really sure. Alright, that was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the content, and as usual, thanks to my supporters at Patreon. So see you, bye bye.